I think with when I left, the landscape was very different.
Mm.
I got tired. So basically, if you look at the history, we had cassettes and CDs. I come from the cassette and CD generation. And then it got into the illegal downloads, which then wiped out the cassettes and CDs.
Yeah.
And then it got into the 99-cent singles that you could buy online. And so what happened was the album died. It was all about singles. And everybody wanted to, and the labels that were funding everything were like, no, we need a Bhangra single to get live shows, and they would take a piece of your live shows. And so it got really repetitive and boring because you'd have to do a Dol Tumbi track for the UK scene or to get wedding shows, say like in India and stuff. And so I just got so bored and fed up. And there's only so much you can do with it.
Yeah.
Right. And then I missed the album where like you could take people on a journey. You have your Bhangra track, and then you got your R&B hip hop style, a romantic song, maybe some different flavors, and you could explore a lot of things on an album. Now that's come back. I feel like, 'cause like now people will actually, no one's pirates anymore.
Mm.
They're streaming, whether it's on Spotify, Apple Music, or they're checking out stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so now they've got the time to explore, and they're not paying for it really, right? In their mind, they think it's free.
Mm.
And so they get the time and explore whatever they want to do, and whatever they want to do with their time, they can do that. So I think now I can do an album that I want to do that, that will reflect where I am in my life and what I think about my career, because I've had an interesting career, I think.
We'll talk about kind of the career later on, right? But I want to kind of just dig into this album right now, right?
Okay.
You've been away 10 years.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Yeah, I agree.
It's before producers were like the face of
Yeah.
albums and tracks, etc.
Yeah.
You're not anymore. It's single-led.
Yep, 100%.
Right? But do you still think you can compete with what's coming out right now?
I don't need to compete because the thing is, like, I'll do the album. Let's say, like, I got American Desi Legacy. So there's part 1 and part 2. 15 songs. And I'm going to take people on a journey. Now, if you want to come along on that journey with me, awesome. If you don't, no problem.
Mm.
There's plenty of music out there you can listen to.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to mine.
But what would define as it being a successful project? Because in the past, you've had anthems that still get played at weddings and clubs, etc. Now,
that's a challenge, right?
Yeah.
So now for me, because it's a challenge, I'm interested.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a challenge, I wouldn't be interested. And I love the higher the stakes for me, gets me out of bed.
Mm.
Like, for example, now I basically, let me go back. So last 10 years, I've experienced happiness. I've got a great life, right? A lot of love around me. I'm very comfortable. I don't really need or want for anything.
Mm.
Now, 10 years of that, right, has basically made me, like I joke around and I say, happiness has killed me, or is killing me, because I look at my bloods, my cholesterol's up, I drink, I eat whatever I want, I don't go to the gym. Why bother going to the gym? I'm relaxed, I'm chilling. So I realize now at 50, right, that happiness doesn't suit me. It doesn't make me the best me. I need constant challenge. I need chaos. I need something I can fight against to get me out of bed in the morning, to watch what I eat, get to the gym. And like, for example, in the last, I think since we decided we were going to do this interview, I've lost like 15 pounds.
Yeah.
And so I'm now going to get in the best shape of my life by summer. Right? That's my goal. I'm fixed. I'm like, I don't want to be that fat old uncle on TV, or that, you go to I remember as a kid, I'd go to the nightclubs when you're in your 20s, and there's that old uncle that's sitting at the bar, and you're like, what's he doing here? Like, it's so shady and creepy. I'm like, I ain't going to be that guy. Right? And so now it's about the challenge. And you're right. Maybe no one listens to the music, or maybe it blows up. But for me, that's what makes it exciting. Like, I want the odds stacked against me. I want everyone to say every rational thing, saying, why are you doing this? You don't need to do this. No one's interested. Like Dr. Dre's dropped an album with Snoop Dogg. LL Cool J just dropped. Exhibit's just, all these old guys, right? But they don't have the same punch they used to, right? In the releases. As like an up and coming, or the new hot thing at the moment, or whatever. Yeah. But that's what makes it exciting for me. It makes me like, okay, let me really think how I want to do this, and let me see how I want to approach it. And at worst, I get in the best shape of my life. I get excited, and I give it a go. And we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not too fussed about that. Like in the end, I have a very good track record of not losing. I don't lose. Why? Because I put it in the work, and I don't have any fear as far as like I'm not insecure. I don't care. I don't filter. I don't self-regulate. I don't do any of those things. So for me, it's like, okay, let's give it a go. See what happens. If not, go fuck it. Whatever.
Yes, I Have an Opinion podcast. Its owners and associates take no responsibility for opinions or statements made by Sanj Singh, its co-hosts, callers, or their guests. Yes, I Have an Opinion podcast is meant for entertainment purposes only. It is not our intention to libel, discriminate, or annoy anyone. If you get annoyed, just tune into something else.